As you progress in arithmetic and start getting into the beginning phases of algebra, you'll sometimes run into this term called exponents, and it's 3 exponent 5 is the same thing as saying 3 raised to the 5th power. It's the same thing as saying this little up arrow, 3 raised to the 5th power. And 3 raised to the 5th power, Wolfram Alpha can compute for you. It's 253. It's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So it's 3 times 3 5 times. And it equals 243. And you'll see the number line there, the English word for it, 243. And there it is on the number line. But sometimes you'll run into these exponents where you go 3 to the 5 times, let's say, 3 to the 2nd power. Okay, so it's 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 2nd. And the law of exponents says, and you're checking it here, that's the same thing as saying 3 to the 7th power, where I added my 2 exponents. So when I'm multiplying exponents together, I simply add the exponents, take the number to the sum or the addition of the 2 exponents. So 2,187 is 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 2nd. And that should be the same thing as 3 to the 7th, where I added 5 and 2. 2,187, let's see if that's what we get. That's indeed what we get. And that's one of the functions of Wolfram Alpha through looking at exponents. Other times you may get an exponent like 3 to the 5th. Instead of multiplying it, you're going to divide it. So 3 to the 5th divided by 3 to the 2nd. What does that equal to? The law of exponents says that's equivalent to subtract the 2 exponents, 5 minus 2, and you'd get 3. So that's the same thing as saying 3 to the 3rd, because 5 minus 2 is 3. So remember the number 27, and we'll go in here and check that with 3 to the 3rd. And we should get the number 27, which we do. Other times you may get a number like 3 to the 3rd power, and this whole thing raised to the 2nd power, or to the exponent of 2. Okay, so it's 3 to the 3rd 2 times. That's equivalent to, using the law of exponents, when you have 3 to the 3rd raised to the 2nd power, that what you want to do with the exponents is you want to multiply them out. So that should be the same as 3 times 2 is 6, so it's 3 to the 6th power. So remember it here, 729. Let's see if we get the same thing simply by saying 3 to the 6th power. And I've added parentheses here just to kind of clean it up. So again, it should be 729. Let's see if that's what we get. And it is indeed what we get. So there we learned the exponents for when you're dividing exponents, when you're multiplying exponents, and when you're taking exponents to an additional power. What does the law of exponents give you? It's another way to use Wolfram Alpha to put numbers in, play, explore, think deeply about these laws and what do they mean and how can you check them and change the numbers and explore it deeper. Hope you enjoy.